343 have just released an overview on the upcoming winter update for Halo Infinite, and it looks really good. Pretty much everything they spoke about in this overview looks phenomenal, and the video was really well edited and it was pretty informative. Forge especially, this video highlighted how amazing it's going to be. It showed off the 2 brand new maps that are coming that were made with Forge, and seeing more of them, they look even better than I initially thought. Alongside this, they also showed off a couple of cool creations made by the Forge Council members. The Repulsor Soccer one looks like it'll be extremely fun, and the other maps that they showed that were made by Forge Council members also looked great. But there is still a few things that I'm a little concerned about. Not really in a negative way, just a few things that 343 just could have expanded on further that I'm a little disappointed they didn't talk about in much detail. But that's what we're going to talk about today. If you do enjoy today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new here. Also leave a comment what you think of the winter update. I'm curious to hear what everyone has to say. But without wasting any more of your time, let's jump straight in. Now, first things first, let's talk about the 30 tier battle pass. We've known for a while that we will be getting it and that it's going to contain the missing Reach cosmetics. However, this overview would have been the perfect time to showcase this pass and actually show what we should be expecting within it. Unfortunately, this was not the case. All they did was essentially rehash information we already had, that we're getting the 30 tier pass and that it will contain the missing Reach cosmetics. But we still don't know if it's going to be all of them. Again, the only 3 helmets we were shown were the CQB, CQC, and Mark V. JFO is still yet to be present. Considering its coating has been used in some of the promotional material, I would assume that it's within this pass, but if not, this isn't the first time that items have been broken up to be released in different places. I'm a bit worried that JFO is going to be released in the shop. I don't think that will happen because I know 343 are aware that that would be a very stupid decision. Worst case scenario, I believe it might get released in one of the events. The problem is there, although it's still going to be free, it then adds a level of FOMO to that helmet. Also, since we know there is more than 30 cut cosmetics from Reach, not just the items that are missing from Halo Reach, but the ones that were supposed to come out in Season 1, if you count both shoulder pads as individual items, since they're usually on separate tiers in the battle passes, there is more than 30 items. So I'm curious to know how they're going to cram all of that into 30 tiers. On that side of things, they also mentioned match XP again, but they didn't really show us how it works, which did disappoint me a little. It should realistically be pretty self-explanatory. They did say, you know, you win a match, you get extra XP, you perform well, you get extra XP, and this should all be expected. But I'm curious to see how it actually functions in-game, and I was really hoping we'd actually see some of that today. The update mostly focused on things that would be releasing on November 8th, but I still feel like they could have mentioned the upcoming events and actually talk about what we should be expecting with them, rather than just saying they're on their way. And also, although we're aware the Pit remake is coming during this period, I would have liked to have a little bit more information on when that should be expected. Is it going to be a couple weeks in? Is it not going to be until much later during the winter update period? And then while we're on the topic of maps, I was definitely hoping for some form of announcement confirming that community-made Forge maps will be added to matchmaking in some capacity, but this doesn't seem to be the case. Or if it is, it definitely hasn't been mentioned. Regardless, all the new stuff that was shown off for the winter update looks like it's going to be a complete blast. Co-op is going to be super fun, and it's really good to have a reason to jump back in the campaign. I really don't know what's going to happen with those missing campaign cosmetics. I don't know if they're going to be ultimate rewards, if they're going to be sold on the shop. It's a little bit worrying again, but at least co-op does look like it's going to be super fun. Forge, again, just to reiterate, looks amazing. This is definitely the best version of Forge we've ever had. It looks like it's going to be much more complex, but that is only really a good thing. Yes, it's technically going to be a bit less accessible when it comes to building maps, but people are going to be able to build some insane things. I'm definitely going to attempt to make a few maps, and I'm really excited to see what the community has to create. And then, again, the winter pass, the free 30 tier battle pass, at least we are getting some form of progression during this period, even if it is just another battle pass. We know we've got something to achieve during this time frame. I don't know if we're going to have any ultimate rewards during this period. I would assume so, but I was hoping for some mention of stuff like that and the shop. Are we going to get any new content on the shop? Is it just going to be repeats? This is all stuff that I feel like this would have been a good opportunity to mention, but they didn't. Maybe in a couple of weeks they'll do a video that is actually dedicated to showing off the free pass. That would be amazing if it was just a short video going over what would be in there, if they do one maybe next week just before the update comes out. But anyway, let me know what you all think. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.